Practice Test 8. Part 3. Question 29. Connecting electrical conductors with binding nuts or studs shall be permitted for number 12 or smaller wires. Binding nuts or studs shall be permitted for number 12 wires or smaller. Connecting electrical conductors with binding nuts or studs shall be permitted for number 12 or smaller. Question 30. Which wiring methods is permitted through an air conditioning duct? Electrical metallic tubing. Use EMT for passing through air conditioning ducts. You may use EMT to pass wire through an air-conditioned duct. Question 31. What is the first step an electrician should do if half of the conveyor belt being used to load boxes from the warehouse to the dock is not operating properly? Visual inspection. First step of troubleshooting a conveyor belt not working properly is a visual inspection. First step in troubleshooting equipment not operating properly is visual inspection. Question 32. When comparing auxiliary power sources, what features are the most important?
It looks something like this.
Voltage, battery power, current and timing. Voltage, battery power and timing are the most important features when comparing auxiliary power sources. Most important when comparing auxiliary power sources is voltage, battery power and timing. Question 33. What is the motor VA of a 3-phase 230, 460 volt, 30 horsepower motor that has a current rating of 40 ampere at 460 volts? 31,869 VA. 31,869 VA, for 3-phase 30 horsepower motor, 40 amp at 460 volt. 31,869 VA, for 3-phase 30 horsepower motor, 40 amp at 460 volt. Question 34. The transformer winding with the greater number of turns will have lower current, and the winding with the lesser number will have the higher current. Transformer winding sounds backwards. Greater number of turns have less current. Lesser number of turns have higher current. Transformer winding sounds backwards. Greater turns yield less current, lesser turns has higher current. Question 35. A direct current series type motor tends to run away if it is not always connected to its load. If direct current series motor is no connected to its load, it runs away. Direct current series motors run away if not always connected to its load. Question 36. What is the nameplate ampere for a 7.5 HP motor rated for 240 volt single phase? Efficiency 87% and power factor 93%. Answer: 29 amperes. Nameplate amp of 7.5 HP motor, 240 volt single phase with efficiency 87% and power factor of 93%. Answer: 29 amp. Nameplate amp: 7.5 horsepower times 746 watts equals 5,595 over 240 volts times 0.87 efficiency times 0.93 power factor equals 194.184. Now equation 1 is 5,595 divided by equation 2, 194.184 equals nameplate ampere of 28.81 rounded up to 29 amps. Question 37. What is the output watt rating of a 10 HP motor? 7.5 kW for 10 HP. Motor HP to kW ratio. 1 HP motor produces 0.75 kW. The output rating of a 10 HP motor is 7.5 kW. 10 HP motors have an output rating of 7.5 kW. Motor HP to kW ratio. 1 HP motor produces 0.75 kW. Question 38. What HP motor is required to produce 15 kW output? 20 HP for 15 kW. Motor HP to kW ratio. 1 HP motor produces 0.75 kW. The output rating of a 20 HP motor is 15 kW. 20 HP motors have an output rating of 15 kW. Motor HP to kW ratio. 1 HP motor produces 0.75 kW. Question 40. A direct current motor has a wide speed range. A direct current motor has a wide speed range. A direct current motor has a wide speed range. Question 41. If the two supply leads of a direct current series motor are reversed, the motor will run the same as before. If you reverse the two supply leads on a DC series motor, the motor operates the same as before. Switching the two supply leads on a direct current series motor will still run the same. Question 42. The wound rotor induction motor is always operated on a three-phase alternating current power. Wound rotor of an induction motor always operates on three-phase AC power. Wound rotor of an induction motor operates on three-phase alternating current power. Question 43. The input volt ampere of a 5 horsepower, 15.2 ampere, 230 volt, three-phase motor are closest to 6100 VA. 5 HP motor, 15.2 amps, at 230 volts on three-phase has VA input of 6100. 6100 VA input for 5 HP motors of 15.2 amp at 230 volts on three-phase. Question 44. The input volt ampere of a 1 HP, 16 ampere, 115 volt single-phase motor is 1840 VA. 1 HP motor, 16 amps, at 115 volts on single phase has VA input of 1840. 1840 VA input for a HP motors of 16 amps at 115 volts single phase.